Following allegations made around May this year that actor John Travolta sexually assaulted several men, the Academy Award-nominated actor is in Singapore for business and pleasure. The actor met the media at Swiss Hotel The Stamford, and when asked how his family and him were coping with the media frenzy of late, Travolta treaded carefully.
May I just ask, with all the pressure recently and certain allegations in media, how are your family facing the pressure and how you're rallying together as a family?
We are having a blast together. We're traveling the world right now for business and for pleasure. And we're just planning to have a good time on the road here. So.
The star of films Saturday Night Fever, Grease and Pulp Fiction is in Singapore for watchmaker Breitling's 60th anniversary and the launch of its Never Timer watch. Only 500 pieces were made globally, of which one was presented to the actor. Also an avid aviator, Travolta has been a Breitling ambassador for 7 years, a brand he was familiar with from a young age.
I've been a fan of it my whole life. I was familiar with it because of its correlation to aviation. Matter of fact, the airplane that's in the image there, the Constellation, had a Breitling clock built into it as standard equipment. And of course, I knew this as a kid, because I was so obsessed with aviation. So then later, my brother-in-law, who was a high fashion photographer, actually owned a Navitimer, the kind I just took off. And but this new edition is the Blue Sky, which is a blue face and a blue band, and it is the 60-year anniversary of the watch. But it's got a new mechanism in it, and it's got a 70-hour, as you termed it, power reserve, which is about 40 hours more than the average watch, and it still does all the tricks of the trade that a good aviation watch should do. Calculates and helps you with your flying knowledge. But it's a big day for Breitling because it's their icon in the company.
Travolta mentioned that he was in the country with his family, looking forward to sightseeing tomorrow. The actor has had 3 children with wife Kelly Preston. While holidaying together in the Bahamas in 2009, their first child, Jet, who was 16 at the time, suffered a seizure and died. The couple had daughter Ella Blue in 2000 and son Benjamin in 2010. When asked what legacy he would leave behind for his children, Travolta hoped his hard work would inspire.
Well, I'd like to leave my children with the hope of a future that means a lot to them in the world and the world they live in, and I'd like to leave a legacy as a person who has done a lot of good, entertaining movies that will go on for another 100 years, and also as an aviator, I would like to be remembered as achieving something that was probably unique. 11 jet ratings in one lifetime is an achievement, and to try to be balance 2 careers as an actor and as an aviator is a pretty tough task, but I do it, and I commit myself to both very seriously. So I think that if all those ideas could be a legacy, then I'd be very happy.
His iconic role as Tony Manero in 1977 disco film Saturday Night Fever earned him an Oscar nomination. But it's his other passion as a pilot that also keeps the 58-year-old actor busy. If he had to choose between dancing the night away or adding to his 6,000 plus hours of flight time, the answer was simple.
I would have to choose the pilot, and I would choose him wearing a Breitling as well, because I've already done the disco dancer. So it's time to change character.
Coming up next, John Travolta on how he chooses his film roles and his upcoming movie with Robert De Niro and John Woo.